So Donald Trump has had an issue recently with Fox News. He's attacked them a number of times. We're going to go over some of the history of that. But now he's got it in for Shep Smith. So he tweeted this recently. Watching fake news CNN is better than watching Shepard Smith, the lowest rated show on Fox News. Actually, whenever possible, I turn to OANN. So he definitely doesn't like Shep Smith, but he dislikes Shep Smith so much that he's even willing to throw Fox News under the bus in favor of this other organization that he probably doesn't even watch as much as they beg him to. And you can Google that, it's pretty funny. But then the question is, what did Shep Smith do that got Donald Trump, a guy who was supposedly a little bit busy yesterday? I mean, he was flying around the country meeting the survivors of terror attacks when he had time to message that. Well, so there's this. Shep Smith responded to Tucker Carlson saying that white supremacy is not a serious issue. You can take a look at this headline. He says that without a question, it's a serious problem. And so there Shep is attacking Tucker Carlson, a guy who is much closer ideologically to Donald Trump. But within that criticism of Tucker Carlson, he also criticized the president, saying that the fact that Trump was made time to attack Joe Biden, to criticize the ratings that we would have, that everyone would have if Joe Biden was president, was certainly below the dignity of the president. That probably is what it is. I mean, the fact that Shep Smith also thinks that we should do something about white supremacy certainly didn't help, but he criticized the president, and that led to Donald Trump being willing to not only set Shep Smith on fire, but the entire network as well. Now, just for 1 second, a little bit of fun. Shep Smith, he had his show actually after he was attacked, interestingly enough. And so here's what he did with his time.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. It's nice to have you with us. We're being watched, as you know.
Who's watching us?
Well, a number of people. Some of them are not too happy, which is too bad.
That's, Shep Smith, within the confines of Fox News, I don't think he gets to have fun very often. So he found time to have a little bit of fun. While, by the way, I don't watch Shep Smith, they still have those gigantic tablets in back of him. What the hell is that? Did you see that, Edwin? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that like a weird idea of like a sci-fi movie? Like, what would the future be like in 50 years? Well, I think we'll have iPad Pros. No, that's not what the future looks like. Are they actually working or are they just actors? I'm not actually sure. But anyway, this is important because while you shouldn't watch Fox News, you shouldn't even watch Shep Smith. Of Fox News, Shep Smith is literally the only person, maybe Chris Wallace, 3 times a year, who is willing to criticize the president, to fact check the president, and to reflect reality at least occasionally. So look, just a month ago, Shep Smith described Trump's attacks on a group of minority congresswomen as a misleading and xenophobic eruption of distraction and division. That is what every other reasonable person was saying, but he was just about the only person saying it on Fox News. And so that is valuable that he's there. And it's interesting because Donald Trump definitely, he wants Fox News, he needs Fox News. As important as Breitbart and 4chan and 8chan are to him and as popular as they are amongst his followers, Fox News is still the principal way that you communicate with a couple of million conservatives every day. And yet that relationship is getting increasingly shaky. Trump recently, after the network aired a F Trump chant from a bar in France, he said that Fox News was changing fast and forgetting the people who got them there. I don't think that that's actually what Fox News is doing. I think it was just a slip up, but it's going to be interesting to see during this election how Fox News will treat Donald Trump. I mean, they obviously want him to stay in power, but if he starts to do really poorly, if it looks like he's going to fail, I wonder if they're going to try to plan for the post-Trump Republican Party and what that might look like. Or are they going to follow him into the abyss? Either way, check in every once in a while with Shep Smith because he'll probably have the most interesting take on it.